From Vince Cable, the business secretary, to one of the architects of the coalition, Danny Alexander. Hour by hour, the big names tumbled. Former party leader Charles Kennedy fell. The veteran MP Simon Hughes too, all out of a job, along with dozens of others. By dawn, it was Nick Clegg's turn. Even his seat seemed shaky, but he won, just. He looked red-eyed and glum for good reason.
This has been a cruel and punishing night for the Liberal Democrats.
So a narrow personal victory for Nick Clegg, but this is no time for celebration on a devastating night for the Lib Dems. He doesn't have much of a party left to lead. How different things were 5 years ago. Nick Clegg rode high in the polls and took his party into coalition government. But the Lib Dems broke a promise not to raise tuition fees. Voters began to fall out of love with them, and critics said they lost their core values.
If anyone is to blame, it's the parliamentary party and the party as a whole, because it was a collective decision to go into coalition. We knew that from evidence in other European countries that in coalitions the junior partner always takes a hammering in the next election. I don't think we'd anticipated it was going to be on this scale, but we went into that coalition with our eyes open.
In fact, it was the worst Lib Dem election result ever. This morning, Nick Clegg said an emotional farewell as leader.
Liberalism has lost, but it is more precious than ever, and we must keep fighting for it. That is both the great challenge and the great cause that my successor will have to face.
Party President Tim Farron is now the front runner to be the next leader. Norman Lamb is another name mooted. But this election has been more brutal than any Lib Dem had imagined. And whoever takes over from Nick Clegg has a mountain to climb. Tessa Chapman, 5 News.